Yo, let's talk about something that's been floating around for a while. Something that everyone lucky knows, but nobody really wants to say out loud. Big Latto and 21 Savage are in a relationship. Still, and have been for what feels like forever. But somehow, they're both still trying to convince us it's a mystery. Like we're all just out here guessing, connecting dots with no map, while they walk around with matching tattoos, taking vacations together, and dropping each other's names like it's nothing. So today, we're done pretending. We're pulling back the curtain on this secret couple and laying it all out. Because at this point, the evidence isn't just obvious, it's practically screaming. Now, to be fair, Latto has been very consistent about one thing, her love for privacy. She's said in interviews that she keeps anything sacred to her under wraps, especially her relationship. And I get it. In today's world, people's business hits social media before they can even post it themselves. Privacy isn't just a choice anymore. It's a survival tactic. But sis, your privacy is showing. And I don't mean that in a shady way. I mean it in the way where the more you try to keep things quiet, the louder your silence gets, especially when the receipts are out here, waving their hands like, "Hi, we exist." Let's take it back to the beginning. Rewind to 2020. That's when the rumors really started catching fire. Social media detectives, aka Twitter and TikTok, noticed that Latto and 21 were posting vacation pics at the same time. And while they didn't tag each other or appear in the same frame, it didn't take long to realize they were clearly in the same place. Same beach, same vibes, same exact moment. It was giving we're here together, but don't want to say we're here together. Cute, but obvious. Then comes the bombshell. 21 Savage is technically still married. Yep, you heard that right. His government name, Shah bin Abraham Joseph, yes, let that marinate, is still legally tied to a woman named Kiana Joseph. Now, if you're wondering, wait, why would he still be married in 2020-something? Well, that brings us to theory number one. A lot of people think the marriage wasn't for love, but for logistics. Immigration logistics, to be exact. Because let's not forget, 21 Savage is British. Yes, the Zone 6 rapper who's always repping ATL was actually born across the pond. That 2019 ICE case exposed his roots, and suddenly his status in the US was up in the air. And then out of nowhere, he's married. The timing was convenient, to say the least. Sounds like a green card situation if I've ever heard one. And that might actually explain why Latto's kept things so low-key. Think about it. Being publicly booed up with a married man, even if the marriage is just for papers, still looks a little messy. Especially when you're building a brand like hers. One rooted in confidence, independence, and power. Being the other woman, even unofficially, doesn't exactly match the big Latto boss chick image. So keeping it quiet might have felt like the smart move, at least for now. But here's where it gets impossible to ignore. Latto has the word Shah tattooed behind her ear. Again, Shah. Not 21, not Savage, not some cute nickname, his actual government name. That's not something you do casually. You don't just wake up and decide to get a man's real name inked permanently on your body unless things are serious. You're not tattooing Shah unless that man has keys to your apartment or at least a toothbrush in your bathroom. And it goes both ways. 21 has Latto's real name, Alyssa, tatted behind his ear too. So now we've got matching tattoos, both using government names. I'm sorry, but if that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. That's not just friends energy. I have best friends I've known since childhood. You don't see me out here tattooing their legal names behind my ears. This isn't a friendship. This is a full-blown relationship with a permanent receipt. Then we had the legendary laptop slip. Latto was on live, chatting with fans when she casually mentioned her laptop got broken. And the reason? She was play fighting with her boyfriend 21, and he slammed her on the bed while the laptop was there. Pause. Did she just say boyfriend 21? Yeah, she did. And it flew out so naturally, she probably didn't even realize what she'd done. But the internet caught it immediately. That quick little moment turned into another piece of the ever-growing evidence board. And if that wasn't enough, Latto created a Sims character. And guess who it looked like? Yep, 21 Savage. The beard, the dread fade, the tattoos. It was him, pixel for pixel. Girl, you didn't just make a boyfriend on Sims. You made your boyfriend on Sims. That's a digital shrine. I'm sorry, but you don't go that hard unless there's real love or real feelings involved. This ain't for a fling. Let's also talk history. Before all of this, 21 Savage dated Amber Rose publicly in 2017. They were outside, matching outfits, paparazzi shots, everything. But that ended, and almost immediately, the Latto rumors began. And before her, people were whispering about him and Ruby Rose. When she got asked about it, she brushed it off saying, "Oh, that was when I was younger." Girl, you're 21. How long ago could it really have been? The timeline is tight, the overlap is real, and 21 clearly has a type. Bold, beautiful, and industry connected. Now, let's be honest, 21 isn't exactly gym built. He's got that I'll do push-ups when I'm bored body. More hot chips and studio sessions than protein shakes and kettlebells. But somehow, this man pulled Latto and kept her. And that just proves one thing: if you're a rapper, you can date anybody. Talent, fame, and vibes will override the BMI every single time. And being from Atlanta definitely doesn't hurt. Latto reps Clayco, 21 reps Zone 6. It's a small circle. Everyone in the Atlanta industry either knows each other, has dated each other, or is pretending not to date each other while actually dating each other. So them connecting? Not surprising. But the secrecy? That's where the intrigue lives. The truth is, the reason they've never officially confirmed it is probably because they know what would happen the moment they do. The floodgates would open. The internet would go crazy. The headlines would write themselves. For Latto, that might risk messing with her image. For 21, it could risk complicating whatever legal ties are still hanging around from that marriage. So they keep playing this quiet game, this "we're just vibing" narrative, while dropping the most obvious hints known to man. Matching tattoos, public slip-ups, digital avatars. If that's not going public without going public, I don't know what is. So what happens next? Well, they've got two options. Option 1. They finally post that selfie, confirm the relationship, and the internet loses its collective mind for 24 hours before moving on to the next Blueface and Kristen episode. Option 2. They keep doing what they're doing, pretending it's Loki while continuing to act very high-key in love. Honestly, they don't need to say a word. Because the love, it's loud. The tattoos are permanent. The evidence is tall. And the fans, we've already figured it out. So shout out to Big Latto and 21 Savage. Y'all are the most obvious secret couple in the game. You're not fooling anybody, but you are entertaining us. And that's a talent in itself. Oh, and to anyone out there making Sims characters of your boo, just don't forget to hit save. You never know when your digital boyfriend might become a real one. Like, comment, and subscribe for more industry tea. Because this cup, never, ever empty. Peace.